Hi there. I'm here to talk about a couple of different flashlights because I think they're worth comparing. This is a mini CREE LED flashlight, which is very popular over the internet and is marketed under several different brands. It has an aspheric lens, which is sort of like half a magnifying glass. It has a slightly older LED. I wish I knew exactly which one it was. Probably goes back 3 or 4 years. It has a zoomable lens. It goes in and out like this and concentrates the lens to a zoomable beam. I'll show you that in a moment. And it has a very sturdy clip. Now, these flashlights are not very expensive, only a few dollars. This one is only one mode. Many of them are high, low, and strobe. This is a one-mode light, so I can't show you any additional modes on it. You just click the switch and it's on, click the switch and it's off, which is what a lot of people like. It takes a 1 AA battery, or an NIMH equivalent rechargeable, or a lithium-ion 14500, which also looks like a AA. That's the kind of battery I have in here right now. It's a lithium 14500, and it does offer a little more power to the battery because it's 3.7 volts instead of 1.5 volts, which is what a standard alkaline battery is. Now, over here, I have a jet beam. This is a more traditional light. It's the jet beam RRT0 Raptor. It also takes 1 AA battery on, let's see, with this light supposedly is supposed to be 300 lumens, but that would only be if you are using the lithium battery. If you're not using a lithium battery and using an alkaline battery, it's about just over 100 lumens. This one is around 150 lumens on a AA battery. It is around 300 lumens as well if you're using a 14500. So that's where you get the additional power from, and that's how I'm going to demonstrate them today. The main difference between this one and the jet beam has a traditional lens. It has an LED, which is 3 or 4 years old, so it's pretty on target with comparing to the other one. It has a nice tail stand feature, a sturdy clip, and the big difference is it has this electronic control ring. What this does is it turns the light high and low just with the turn of the ring. Isn't that nice? Just like a dimmer switch on a wall. You can turn it way down low like this so you don't disturb anybody in the middle of the night, or your night vision if you have to get up and go to the bathroom, or for whatever reason keep it on your nightstand. So you can do things like that with it. You see, I can turn the ring and actually turn it right off. Isn't that pretty cool? And then turn it up like this and it's on high. You can't do that with any light of this nature. Alright, so let's turn the lights off, and we'll show you a practical demonstration in a room that's about 20-30 feet long here, perhaps even not that much, but in a standard room, this is how you would be using most of these flashlights under most conditions. So I'll move the camera up here, and we do have the jet beam right here right now. I will turn that all the way up to high, and you see the nice round full beam you get with a nice hot spot center that is pretty bright, and this is a 14500 lithium battery. Now if I turn it all the way down, you can get that nice low dim feature. You see, I can turn it right down like that. You can still see it in the camera, but it's nice and low for seeing your way around in the dark. Very helpful. See that? Nice in the middle of the night. And as I say, you can turn it all the way up to high, or stop it any way along the way. Now, I will compare this beam to that of the mini CREE, which is right here. Mini CREE. There we go. Show yourself, mini CREE. Okay, there you go. Alright, so we'll turn on the mini CREE. This only has one mode, remember, so it'll just be on high as soon as I turn it on. So there it is in high mode. It has a wide beam. It's actually kind of blue, whereas this beam is a lot more white, a lot more cool white. This beam is rather blue in nature, and it is rather wide. Now, it's not as bright. You can't see the concentrated white center that you can in here, and this would go further if we had a longer room. This would throw the beam further. This one will not do that in that sense. Now, it does have the zoomable feature, so if I pull it forward and zoom, that's what I get. I get the square shape of the actual LED shining on the wall. It's square because that's the shape of the LED, with lots of rings around it. Now, indoors, this is totally impractical. Outdoors, it will go a fair distance, but this light will also go a fair distance outside as well. And with here, you get a square beam. So indoors, you can't use it that much. You can't use this light that much indoors because this really isn't all that bright, and it's only good for about 20 feet in front of you to actually be able to see, whereas the Raptor here goes a lot further than that, and you can turn the beam up and down as you need to. So that's basically the difference between these two lights, whereas this one just has the round beam and then it goes into a square shape like that, which is not particularly useful indoors, but this beam on the jet beam is a whole lot more useful indoors, and you can turn it up and down. And if you go to my website, lightsandgear.com, the link is below. You can read all about flashlights, batteries, chargers. You can see both these lights and get links to purchase them and so forth, whichever light you think is the best for your particular purpose. But again, that's lightsandgear.com. Visit me there and learn all about flashlights, batteries, and chargers. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.